All right, today we're gonna do, this is week 2. We're gonna take a little bit different, a deeper dive into hinging exercises. And the thing, we're gonna work on the same things, but just have a different look at some of these exercises. So first thing, shoulder stability. Make sure that we're able to connect the hips and the shoulder. Like I said many times, I love the windshield wipers. I do them every workout that I do. It's up to you to decide what you want to do. But those are perfect. Segmental rolls are awesome. Whatever you think feels right. And whatever the exercise that you think actually changes your hip flexion and extension. So next thing here, we're going to go back. Let's see if we can keep neutral spine as we flex and extend with a little bit of leverage here. Right, so we have a little bit of hip extension, flexion. Maybe we can stick it out here. Double check here that your lower muscles on your back, your erectors, and all the tissue back there, that stays pretty loose. You're gonna come back here. You should be able to talk. You should be able to have a big, huge belly breath. You should be able to move your neck in all of these places as you flex and extend your hip first, and then your knee, because that's what our deadlift is gonna be, right? It's neutral spine with hip flexion and extension, knee flexion, extension sequentially. Right, so here you go. The next thing we're gonna do after that is kneeling exercise. We're gonna go on to, we can do a tall kneeling, so something like this. Make sure, the big part of doing a nice hinge is being able to fully extend the hips at the top. So you can test that by doing this. Taking our old friend, the kettlebell, pressing your hips as far forward as you can without falling over, and then back. Now again, we're not strengthening on this. We're really trying to balance and trying to figure out, when I have some weight away from my body, what are the muscles that I have to do to keep myself upright? Do I have to lean back like this? Hopefully not. Maybe if it was super heavy, but otherwise we're just gonna keep it light. Keep your knee, your hip over your knee, shoulders, ears, everything over your knees as much as possible to build that great finished position for the deadlift or the hinge. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a simple exercise here that is just gonna be, it's gonna look a lot like a deadlift, but it's just gonna be on one single foot. So here like this, all you're gonna do is kick your foot back here first to get that initial, whatever that is, 5 to 10 degrees of hip hyperextension. And then you're just gonna keep pushing that toe backwards. Let your torso go to about 45 degrees and then come back up. You can use furniture sliders if you want, or you can just use socks on a slippery surface, or just kind of drag your toe here. The thing to be aware of here is you have to make it sequential. And so this has to go first, and then you start tipping your torso over. You don't want to do this, right, and then that. And ideally, you don't really want to do this, right? You don't want to have, we're going to end with our ear and our shoulders and our hips and the ankle moving, but you want to kick that back first, get that full extension, and then back here. And then from here, make sure the knee is right over the ankle, right? So not like this for right now, and we're not going to do this for right now. So those are the 3 exercises you can do. We worked on shoulder stability or mobility in the very beginning. We worked on core stability, and then core stability while we're flexing and extending the hips and knees sequentially. And then we put it all together in a standing exercise, single leg deadlift.